Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Aaron with HEX Life and Style. In episode 6, I interviewed Josh Dunning of the Vintage Banana. Josh talks about how the banana got its name by the winning of a simple carnival game, what it's like to be in a band, and his passion for writing music, and how he absolutely hates litter bugs. So grab your drinks, sit back, and enjoy episode number 6 with Josh Dunning of the Vintage Banana.
What you say? I got nothing in my way. Love what I do, what I don't.
Josh Dunning of the Vintage Banana. Josh, what's up, man?
What's up? How's everybody?
so, man, it's very different. You guys, the shop's been shut down, I guess, for about a month and a half now. You still going in every day?
I've literally been in every day but one day.
Yeah.
Just need a day off.
To the website or what?
Yeah, just come in and take pictures of everything, list on the website, and that's a full-time job in itself.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass taking pictures of all this shit.
That's the hard part. That's the thing I hate the most, I think, is taking the pictures and posting everything, or, the shipping aspect of it kind of sucks too.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind the shipping. I've gotten good at shipping. I started selling vintage on eBay, back a long time ago, and I kind of expertise shipping back then, so it's, not a big deal for me to ship. But taking pictures and, listing measurements, imperfections, all that shit, it's a whole lot of more work goes into selling a piece of clothing than just selling it here in person or.
Yeah. How's the website doing?
It's doing awesome. I'm blown away by the response we've got from it. I had no idea we were going to have this many sales coming from it and stay this busy on it. It's awesome. So thanks everyone that's been shopping with us.
Yeah, I think it'll be a game changer for you all too. You do get the shop open back up. You never have the ability for someone to see something maybe that's in the shop and go online and buy it in that way. Because I know there's been stuff I've seen in the past that you all have had in the shop and I didn't have a chance to get up there and grab it. So I think that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot keeping up with because we turn over inventory so fast here, and it's going to be a lot keeping up with both.
Yeah.
What's sold online, we're going to have to come up with a really good system, if we're going to keep the website and the store going. Because, I hate double selling stuff. It's,
Yeah.
It bothers me to tell someone, hey, I don't have this, even though you've already given me the money for it. And it's I'm sorry.
Maybe you can separate out an inventory and have, stuff specifically that goes on the site and then, stuff that, and then stuff that goes in the shop. That might be one way to handle that.
Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of other stores do it. We've been caught up in times where you get to talking to a person here you're doing an in-person sale with, and whatever happens, and they get the stuff and get the money, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, was that on the website, or what all did they buy? I done forgot.
Yeah. What you mentioned earlier, you've sold on eBay for a while. That kind of leads into my first question. So how long have you been in kind of the vintage industry and kind of the resale and all of that?
See, I've been into vintage myself for forever, but I didn't start selling stuff. I think it's 2011, 2012 when I first listed my first thing on eBay, and people started buying it, and I was like, oh, this is cool, this is extra money or whatever. And so that's when I started changing my thrift mentality. I started buying stuff that wasn't my size, or that I was like, that's cool, someone will want that. So I started buying shit like that. Yeah.
how did the I think that's I'm kind of the same way, man. I think we all start out as collectors, and then we start, we get so much, and then we find, more and more, and then end up selling it to people or trade or whatever. How did you guys? How did you get into the vintage banana? So how did that come about? Like, when did you guys? When did you start? With the shop, and then how did it kind of come about?
Dude, I went after selling on eBay for a while. I did the whole eBay store thing, and when I opened that, I needed a name. Like, I needed a name for the eBay store, and I won my ex-wife this giant banana from the fair one time. She was like, "Oh, I want one of those giant bananas. You've seen them. They're like 3 foot tall,
Yeah.
stuffed bananas." And so we used to take that thing. I won it. Like, I got in like the last seat on, like, where you spray the water in one of those little Target things. It was the last seat I jumped on. It was like, fuck it, and I got on there. And I'll be damned if I didn't win the first time. I was like, holy shit. Because I thought I was going to have to spend $100 to win this damn banana. But no, I won like $3. I won this giant banana. So we ended up like taking this banana to like all kinds of places, like to parties, vacations and shit. Took this banana to Las Vegas. And so we got to be known as like banana people. The stuffed banana was a big part of my life. So when I named the store, it was like vintage banana. It was just that prevalent in my mind, and that's where the banana come from. Everyone loves bananas. It's funny.
Yeah.
Has innuendo and whatever.
Yeah, I like the logo too. It's that the Andy Warhol banana.
Oh, dude, I've always loved the Andy Warhol banana. I had an old Andy Warhol Velvet Underground shirt with the banana on it, and I want to do something like that.
Yeah.
But I ended up having like some graphic designer, like he made like a cool banana.
Well, man, it's cool. I tell you, the logo and everything is really caught on. I mean, you guys made a statement with that. And that's cool. Talk a little bit about the shop. I mean, I know I've got you a little bit and Max and a little bit. I'm hoping I think he's going to do the interview later this week. But talk about your all's kind of relationship a little bit, and how maybe you all have different tastes and style and things like that.
Oh yeah. So when I met Max at the flea off market here in town when I was selling clothes. And he came up to me. I didn't have a clue who he was. And I guess he was just like, had just started getting into thrifting. And he was like, oh, so you can sell all this stuff here. He asked me tons of questions. I don't even remember like what he asked me. I remember it's like, why is this dude asking me so many questions? And the next thing you know, like, he's got his own booth full of shit, and like everyone's loving it. And it's like a little bit different stuff than I was buying, because I was, doing more like, I guess, more like 70s, 80s type stuff. I hadn't even gotten into the 90s stuff a little bit, just a little bit. And so, after kind of developing a relationship with him, selling stuff down there, I was like, was my ex-wife, we were running the store, and she was stepping away from the store, and I was like, well, I need something else like to happen in here. So that's when I got a hold of Max, and I was like, man, he would be perfect, because he's talking about opening a store. I was like, man, why don't you meet up with me? Come in here. Let's talk about some stuff, and maybe get your stuff in here. And so, yeah, that ended up like, working out really well. He's real sociable. He's able to get like everyone in here. Everyone loves him. And so I got to see like the little bit different taste of vintage that's selling. And he also got to see like a little bit of my world selling that, he didn't kind of know about either. And so we've learned like a lot from each other, like along this whole journey about shit. And we still learn. We still learn every day,
Yeah.
you know, from each other about stuff that sells. But
I think that's the cool thing about the shop. I mean, you can tell that there's, you know, you got to have the best of both worlds. You have your style, kind of that '90s style that's really been popular now for, you know, the past year and a half, 2 years, or actually for longer, 3 years or so. But you know, that's my thing. That's what I struggle with because I like the '70s and '80s stuff, the older T-shirts. And so it's been hard for me to kind of adjust to some of the newer things. I still struggle with like the streetwear stuff, all of that. But
yeah, we're almost the same age, right?
Yeah, you're probably younger than I am. I'm 40. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say my age, but yeah, I'm younger than that.
Yeah, you're younger than I am. So.
I'm not revealing my age.
But I've always been drawn, even as a kid, I was drawn to the older stuff. You know, it's kind of, you know, weird as the '80s were. I never liked the '80s fashion, but I always loved the shirts and the content and some of the, you know, the bands and stuff like that. But and then of course, you know, growing up in the scene, that's the hard part. You know, my wife, she makes fun of me because she says it looks like I've just been wearing that stuff. You know, I've just held on to it and I never let it go. So she makes fun of me when I wear a lot of the '90s stuff. But I think that's you guys have a really good combination, man, of like I said, of kind of old and new. And I think that meshes really well, and that shows kind of in what your all success has been for there. So,
and that's like the stepping stone and vintage. You know, we see when you know people start to get into vintage, like, you know, the stuff they get into, and like the older true vintage stuff, it is like, you know, another step like in the vintage world that a lot of people get.
Do you, with that, I mean, where do you see, you know, obviously it's kind of hard to predict with everything that's gone on the past couple of months, but where do you see the vintage industry and kind of that scene going over the next year or so?
I see it staying, you know, pretty prevalent. What's great about, you know, our market, our shoppers, is that, you know, even though like you can't get out and be out and sociable or whatever, you know, that age that's buying all this stuff is like, they're still like getting in front of the cameras. They're still like, you know, on Instagram, you know, putting their fits together and doing photo shoots and stuff. So like the clothes are still selling, which is great. So, you know, I don't see like sales declining much, or, you know, even the trend, you know, whatever trend is, you know, going to be around for a while, I think.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that shocks me the most is, you know, the trends, they change within a matter of 5 to 6 months. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's fast how they change now. And like, if you're not ready to change with it, you know, you're going to be left behind too. So,
yeah, I think you're right on that. Cause I try to follow a lot on Instagram, and it's crazy. Some of the stuff that was popular 2 years ago in California is really just now hitting the market here in Kentucky. And it's a little lagged. I know I've done some of the bleaching, and I know you all been doing some of the bleaching recently. And it's funny because it just really feels like it's just not kind of coming into this market, whereas it's probably been popular out west for a while.
Well, yeah, you know, we used to be like so much further behind too. And, you know, now that we have Instagram, you know, social platforms, like I feel like Kentucky has really caught up with the rest, you know, of the world. We're still behind. We're still not LA. We're not New York. We never will be, but we've definitely caught up in time.
I think a lot of that is with you all too. I mean, Louisville, the market it's crazy because the vintage market in Louisville is so different than Lexington. You know, we're kind of a step behind, it seems like here. We're really trying to build, you know, that culture and that here in Lexington, and it's gotten a lot better, but it's still kind of slow to take. Whereas in Louisville, I mean, that's been the scene for quite a while.
Yeah, we got a little trendy little city here. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I think I think that you definitely see that with the size of Louisville and kind of a lot of the younger people that are there. Here it's mostly university driven with UK, and I mean you can sell the shit out of a lot of Kentucky stuff, but outside of that, you're not selling a lot of your higher end vintage T-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, that Kentucky stuff is everywhere. We need some Louisville stuff, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So are you a Louisville fan?
Yeah, I'm a Louisville fan.
Are you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a diehard Kentucky fan. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I like to see. Well, I shouldn't even say that. I don't really like to see Louisville do well. I don't mind them doing well as long as they do better than Kentucky. So that's kind of my thing on it. So, but I tell you, this is a funny thing about sourcing. I would never buy Louisville stuff. It didn't matter. Even it didn't matter how cool it was. I would never pick it up, and I just leave it on the rack. And then I started realizing, that's kind of dumb. So I started. I've been collecting it all, and I can't sell it here in Lexington. So I'm going to bring a bunch up to you all. I mean, I have
Oh yeah,
some Louisville.
that shit's rare, man. Kentucky stuff. Like you go to any like rural town in Kentucky or any town, you go into their Walmart or wherever, it's like all Kentucky stuff. There's no Louisville stuff, but like in the Louisville area is the only place where Louisville stuff is. Plus Kentucky dominated the 90s, it seems like. So there's tons of like UK.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a ton of Louisville, 80s Louisville stuff, a ton. And then
Oh yeah.
you don't find anything in the 90s, and it's all Kentucky.
Dude, I got I can't remember who I got that shirt from recently, but I got it. You know how they make the shirts for the games before they even win. I got a 1982 U of L national champs shirt. Like it's like a month or two ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then, they didn't win 1982. They won 1980 and 1986. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like shit like that.
Oh yeah. That's me too. I like the odd stuff. It really, I try to collect the stuff that they didn't make a lot of. And even with the '90s T-shirts, I try to find the bands a lot of times that I enjoyed, but they didn't make a zillion shirts. For the band. So I like to find those as well. So what do you collect? What are you into?
Man, I guess faded black shirts.
Yeah. Any specific
Fit
content?
good. Like it could be about. I mean, I don't say it'd be anything. I definitely like weirder like band stuff. It may not even be a band that I even like. It could be like have some irony in it. And I like more stuff. Like I got the Shakira tee. Like it's like a 1999 2000 Shakira tee. It's like one of my favorite shirts ever. I get more compliments on that shirt than any shirt I own, I think.
Yeah. I'm the same way, man. I wore a white T-shirt in the airport. I can't really remember where I was going, but we were going on a trip somewhere, and so many people came up to me and asked me about the T-shirt. And but yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I like the ones where that kind of meet, like, or start a conversation or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So talk a little bit. So a lot of people don't know you are a musician as well. So talk a little bit about that. Talk about your music, your band, kind of what you guys do.
Right now I'm playing a band called Mary Mary. We're a cover band here in town, and we were pretty busy for this year. We had a lot of gigs booked out for the year, and now they're all kind of like up in the air, which kind of sucks. But yeah, man, music has always been like a great creative outlet for me, and it really, music is always like feeding my soul, like more than anything, like on this planet.
Yeah.
I get more satisfaction out of like just getting it out, getting I don't know, whatever it is. There's something that makes you like glow inside. It's just getting creative music, man. It's something that gives you different different level of high almost, you know.
Yeah.
And then when you get with other people that you get on like, you know, that communicative level on, you know, where you don't have to talk, you know, you're communicating like through music, you know, where are you going next? It's great, man. I fucking love it.
Yeah. What kind of music are you guys? Like, what do you cover?
We do mostly like, you know, high energy, cool dance stuff, like rock tunes from the 80s, 90s, a lot of like mid 2000s stuff, you know.
Do you write music?
What's actually cool is, man, I used to write tons of music. I played in a handful of original bands, you know, growing up through the mid 2000s, and you know, I kind of like set like writing back for a long time, and I told myself, I was like, during this quarantine thing, I haven't wrote a song, you know, well over 10 years. So it's like, that's what I want to do. I want to write a song, you know. And I did, like, I've had like 4 or 5 like great songs like I've came up with in this whole quarantine thing. And I've actually completed one, which is unreal.
Well, that's cool. So you guys, you'll have something to take then. Now you guys can start recording your own original music.
Man, and it's, you know, I don't even want to necessarily record it, man. I was just wanted to get it out in the universe. That felt good in itself.
Yeah.
But what, you know, you never know.
Yeah. So
What's up?
I didn't see your car, so I saw the door where I walked in. I kind of turned the corner.
Weird,
like,
you know. Someone just walked in.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Max?
How's it going?
What's going on, buddy?
Well, Josh has got this whole professional setup. He's got the tripod going.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Josh earlier when we got ready to get started there, I'm kind of, Zoom was new to me, but I've tried everything possible to try to get a different picture or better audio and all that. So it's getting better as time goes on. But
That's awesome, dude.
I think I'm going to have to invest in a tripod and some lights for sure.
He just scared me, man. I just walked up, and he didn't have his car in the parking lot, and the door was wide open. I thought somebody broke into the store. I was tweaking. I was walked up, like, creeped in. How's it going on your part? You good?
Well, man, it's going, man. I'm ready for all this to be over. It's kind of given me time to, just kind of look through what I've got already and work on Instagram. And then I started this about 4 weeks ago, man, and I never dreamed it would kind of take off the way it has, but there's been some great feedback on it. And so it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's kind of forcing my hand to do the shit I've been dragging on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you got all the free time in the world, you start thinking of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We never really, we haven't sold online in a while, and now our website's popping.
Yeah, that's what Josh was saying. I mean, and now that you guys have the website, moving, now you kind of got the best of both worlds. You have the shop and the site. So,
oh, yeah.
That means you guys.
That's 2 whole stores. I mean, honest.
What's that?
That's 2 whole stores.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
I mean, the online store is doing numbers like a damn store.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I get, I don't even have a website, but multiple people on Instagram every day asking about, stuff that I posted 2 months ago. So that's.
He was pulling up pictures from 2017 on me, bro. They're still available. Oh my god.
Everyone's on their phone like all day. There's nothing else to do.
Stimulus checks hit, man.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because you all are posting stuff. You'll post stuff, and I'll swipe. I'll look at it, and it's already sold. So I think people are just basically living on Instagram right now.
I know, yeah.
That's the cool thing, Josh. Your all's prices are just. Your prices are so good, and I think that's.
Oh yeah. We want to keep our prices that way, man. It's so. I love like seeing new stuff and selling stuff faster. Lets us buy more things. So it's.
Well, too, man, I like it too. I like the idea of getting all this back out in circulation. Obviously there are certain pieces and shirts and stuff that are worth worth a certain amount. But the idea is to get a lot of this moving back in circulation for people to, enjoy and all that. So.
Yep.
So one of the things, I won't keep you too much longer, but one of the things I've been doing at the end of these is kind of like a kind of an old school PSA. So, some type of public service announcement. It can be around the vintage industry. It can just be to whatever, to what's going on right now in the world. It doesn't really matter. You can create it. So if you had your PSA, what would that be?
PSA, I think it would be not to fucking litter.
Not to litter?
I hate people that litter. Yeah, people are throwing shit, garbage out their cars all the time. Even cigarette butts.
No, I agree, man. It's amazing during this quarantine, especially. I mean, you see all these pictures of the air pollution and stuff from, 3 months or 4 months ago compared to now. It's nuts.
Oh, so, yeah. I've been seeing those pictures too. That's awesome that the air is clearing up. It's like
the world needed it.
Yeah, the world unleashed this virus on us because it's telling us something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, man. I mean, I think it's going to change a lot. It's going to change. I'm hoping a lot of people come out of this with a different mindset, to kind of, care about other people, care about, the earth and all of that, just because that's the thing. It's giving people a lot of time to sit back and reflect on themselves, the people around them. So
we'll get people to, realize, what are we here for? It's, maybe not just for like that 9-to-5 grind that you live your life for. It's like what makes you happy. What are you passionate about? And I think this time is hopefully people are taking the opportunity to take advantage of that.
Yeah, no, I think so. Well, man, listen, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you doing this for sure, and I'm excited for the Banana to get back open and things to get back to normal a little bit.
Yeah,
we got to get the Drunken Flea up and going again too, man. You roll in there, you're like a celebrity. Everybody likes you coming.
You guys are killing it down there, man. That's awesome. I love what y'all have going down there.
It's kind of crazy, man. I didn't realize. I've always sourced in Eastern Kentucky, but I didn't realize that there were a couple of people down there reselling, and just the stuff that they're finding in the mountains is insane.
Oh yeah, so you got the vintage fiend, and then Brandon too, way out in the mountains out there.
Yeah, they're finding some crazy stuff down there, so it's exciting. I mean, obviously it's not at the volume that you have in your larger cities, but some of the pieces that they are finding are nice pieces for sure. But we'll get it up and running again. I'm hoping, man. July we'll try to do something maybe in the beginning of July for the league. I tell you, we got some cool ideas of maybe doing like a DJ or a band. We need to get your band down. You guys need to come down.
Yeah, man, that might be cool.
We're gonna try. Wow. We'll try to do like the Flea during the day, and then maybe in the evening have like a kind of more party type thing or something like that. So,
hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it should be a good time for sure. Listen, man, I appreciate it. I won't keep you. Take care of yourself, and we'll catch up here as soon as everything gets back to normal.
Cool. Hell yeah, man.
Okay. See you, brother. Thanks. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode number 6 with Josh Dunning of the Vintage Banana. Those guys are absolutely killing it up in Louisville and have been big pioneers for the vintage community here in Kentucky. One of the things Josh said is he's always learning from other people. I think that's important. We all have different styles and we have different tastes. I know myself, I'm a little bit older, and I learned so much from the younger guys in this business. So I'll leave you with that. During this time and this quarantine and all of this going on, I think it's important we support each other and we learn from each other and we lean on each other. I hope everybody's staying safe and everybody's happy. Only a couple more weeks of this, let's hope. And I'll see you next week.
Bye.